Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about veganism. So a lot of you guys said that you really wanted to hear some vegan videos, so you wanted to talk about your transition to veganism. So for starters, I just want to talk a little bit about the transition. Everyone always asks, how did you become vegan? Why did you become vegan? All those kinds of things. So first of all, do your research. Before you even make this decision, make sure to do your research. I'm really happy that you're interested in veganism. That's so amazing. That's so awesome. But before, when I went plant-based a long time ago, I did no research, I was not prepared, and I ended up completely falling off the bandwagon. So it's important that you get good research. I'm leaving all the documentaries down below that I was told to watch and I would highly recommend. So that's Forks Over Knife to talk about the health aspect, Cowspiracy to talk about the environment, and Earthlings to talk about the ethics. I also threw in a very short video. It's I think about 12 minutes long. It's about the ethics of factory farming. It's called From Farm to Fridge. It is a very, very incredibly graphic documentary, but it's very short. So if you're crunching on time and you're like, I don't want to sit down for 4 hours, this just covers the ethical aspect of it, but I would recommend you watch it. It's very, very scary, but it's important to watch and understand where your food comes from. Don't not watch them because you're like, I don't need it. You do need it. You need the background research to help you in your journey to make those decisions. You can either go overnight or slowly transition. So slowly transitioning would be first going vegetarian, then taking out like dairy, then taking out eggs, and then taking out honey, and then transitioning to like cruelty-free makeup and vegan bags and things like that. My vegan purse is on its way here, and then I'm going to be fully getting into my transition now. It's really up to you how fast or how slow you want to take it. It's just about getting there. Some people go overnight, some people go vegetarian, then take everything away, or some people want to take away certain things at certain times. So, however long it takes you, just getting to the end goal is what's most important. The next thing is going to be about veganism in the diet aspect, because veganism really is about all-encompassing thing. It's about cruelty-free makeup, it's about bags, it's about what you wear, it's about how you interact with everything around you. So it's really more than just that. But the diet aspect, a lot of people want to talk about like high carb, low fat, or raw tofu. There are as many ways to eat a vegan diet as there are non-vegan, so you could be a total junk food vegan and that's totally fine. It's really what works for you. Whatever is going to make you vegan is how you should do it. For me, I don't really eat too many replacements for things. I have only eaten like meat replacements a few times, and I've never eaten like cheese replacements. I eat a lot of almond milk because I love it. But so that's really up to you, how appropriate you feel like it is for you to be eating them however many times a week. If you want to eat them 6 times a week, wouldn't recommend it, but you totally can. Gardein versus Boca versus Morningstar, but I don't think almost everything from Morningstar is just vegetarian. Most of their stuff still has eggs and dairy in it, so be conscious of that. But Boca has some products that are vegan. I think everything from Gardein is vegan, but always just check the label. Just make sure that's something that you learn to do. Even when you go back to the store and let's say you're buying a product that you usually buy, just double check it again, because sometimes things change. Like Justin's peanut butter cups, the dark chocolate ones, actually used to be vegan and now they're not anymore. They put milk in them. So, just check those things every once in a while. If there's a vegan label on it, you know already that it is. But if it's not and you're not sure, just check it. It never hurts to check. Another thing is I'm a very convenience food vegan because no one else in my family is a vegan or a vegetarian. Everyone else eats meat and cheese and everything else. So for me, driving through Wendy's and getting plain baked potatoes is like a lifesaver sometimes, or going through Taco Bell and getting bean tacos or whatever it may be. There are plenty of things that you can make it accessible. You don't have to be someone who just sits at home and eats fruits and veggies unless that's something that you're interested in. If that's what you're interested in, go for it. But if you still want the social aspect of food and eating and going to parties, there are ways to do that. It's so up to you, and you can make it work 100%. And I know everyone's always like, oh my gosh, I have friends who are like, how can you be vegan? It's so hard. It's not hard when you realize that you just make substitutions or you just don't eat it anymore. I haven't craved meat, I haven't craved cheese, so for me it's not really like I'm sitting over here like crying into I'm totally okay, and you totally can be too. It's just all about eating a good diet. And whenever you go to a restaurant and you're asking for a substitute for something, or you ask if they can leave something off like cheese or butter or whatever it may be, I just try to do it in the nicest way possible because I never want to make anybody go out of their way, but it's still okay to ask for those things. Don't feel like, oh my gosh, I can't ask for that. Just ask, hey, is there any way if you could take the cheese out of that, because sometimes they're able to and sometimes they can't. Like if it's a pesto, the pesto is obviously ground up with the cheese inside of it, so they can't really take the cheese out of it. But if it's something where cheese is on top of it, you can just ask, hey, can you hold the cheese? And if all else fails, just tell people that you have a dairy intolerance, because I do have some problems eating dairy, but it's not like a lie. It's just you saying you have a dairy intolerance. A lot of people view that as more legit than being a vegan. So if all else fails, just say, hey, I'm lactose intolerant and I don't eat meat and blah, blah, blah. I always like to do research before I go ahead of time anywhere to eat, so I can see if they have a pasta dish or if they have a salad where I can just take the meat off, or, you know, you can just figure it out. You can always Google it really. If you're really in a pinch and you need to go really fast, you can look. Like I said before, you can make this accessible and you can do it, and I promise you can. It's really okay. You can do it. There's lots of vegan YouTubers you can look up. I really like the Vegan Couple, Happy Healthy Vegan. There's a ton of people that are really great to get you started on your journey or to help you through your journey or whatever it may be. So I hope this video helped really quickly. It's just a quick little overview. If it did, and if you want more vegan videos, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you back here later.